Good morning. So good morning. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. Everyone's still happy from yesterday, from the announcement of our record signing, the record African player to sign for the Premier League, or sign in the Premier League. So yeah, it's all good news right now. Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited. Everyone's still kind of cautious in terms of centre back and left back. Good afternoon to everybody in the chat. I will come to questions and comments towards the end of this stream, but we might as well start off with. In fact, let's just go over very quickly about Pepe. Right, I've seen a lot of people saying that, oh yeah, but he's coming from a farmers league, isn't he? It's a farmers league, and certain man's team have got players that came from the farmers league. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? These people, engage your brain. Yeah, at the end of the day, we have signed a top class player. People are salty as hell over it, and it shows that we're not a banter club anymore. It shows that we're not just a penny pinching team that are going to sit there and go, nah, we ain't dealing with you. We ain't going to give you an extra £1 million or £2 million or £3 million. We're not going to do that. We have gone out there and we have smashed it with this signing. And now that has made everybody, not just in England, but everybody across the globe, sit up and go, wow, actually, rah. Arsenal can go and do 70 million while they're in Europa. Yeah, a lot of people would have taken note of that. And a lot of people would be sitting there going, oh, Jesus Christ, if they get Champions League, they're going to be a real force. And I've said it for a long time, right? We have got £260 million sat in a bank account. 260 million in cash reserves sat in a bank. That's without the 470 odd million pound annual income we earn. By the time you pay everything out, we've probably got about, I don't know, £400 million, 140 after we paid everything out off of the income. And we could have gone and done 400 mil if we wanted to. So listen, all this penny pinching Arsenal, all this cash strapped Arsenal are tight, Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that. That's great. We've just signed a £73 million player, and it's got everyone excited. And long may it continue. Listen, we have needed a big lift. Last season, we got that lift with Unai Emery coming in. We've got everyone back on side, or a lot of people back on side. There's still a lot of people that don't want him here. There's still a lot of people that are still hung up on the previous manager. So no matter who the next guy was going to be, they didn't want him. They were going to be on his case. I get it. A lot of people have only grown up knowing that previous manager. So I kind of get it. But now, we have now got another lease of life. We've got the manager, we've got Edu, we've got Raul, all these people all in place, and now we've just gone and slapped £73 million record signing in. So we're slowly turning the corner, and we need to go and do this again now. And Kieran Tierney could be the next guy. Reports coming out in Scotland suggest that we're going to get it done. It's going to be £25 million, as we all know. A lot of people are asking why it's taken so long to get it done. Well, I don't know, if I'm being completely honest. I have no idea. But I will say I do think it is going to get done. I think that it was just a case of how they wanted it paid, how the payments were going to be structured. They want 20 million up front and 5 million in add-ons. I think that is how it will get done in the end. 20 million will pay them up front. And listen, in the grand scheme of things, that's peanuts to Arsenal. So, you know, everyone said about the £45 million budget. Well, I did say back in January that gets you over £100 million worth of players, and a hell of a lot of people have now started to see that. So big up yourselves for jumping on board. I do appreciate a couple of people have said to me, listen, I didn't believe what you were saying. They've messaged me and stuff like that. So listen, thank you for that. And it just goes to show that the way the media, the way the journalists out there portray Arsenal is a disgrace at times. Sky Sports have been sitting there flapping since we've had that Pepe a deal agreed, since we got the bid accepted. They have been flapping. How can Arsenal do this on 45 million budget? They've been peddling their agenda about Arsenal and being cash strapped and skinned, and we're so tight. The way the payments are structured, that is how football works. That is how payments are done. De Ligt at Juve, £13 million a season they're paying for him. So they're staggering that over the length of the contract. But when it's Arsenal, they really push it. They don't ever say this about any other teams. When it's Arsenal, it's, oh, look at Arsenal. They're tight. They're tight. Yeah, maybe next summer they can report we've got a £20 million budget, and then we're going to do 100 million on one player, maybe Koulibaly. But listen, I do think that Tierney will be done. I do think that'll get done. I think that I think it'll probably go down to the wire. But listen, he's only up the road. It's a short aeroplane journey from Glasgow to London. So I think that'll get done. Maybe deadline day, maybe not. Maybe the day before. Who knows? But also we're in for Regani still, 2-year loan deal with that. But this is a weird one because there's still not a great deal that's happened on this. You know, all the reports say we're in for Regani. We want him on a 2-year loan deal. That's it. There's nothing else. Not that it's progressing. Not that he's going to fly to London for a medical. Not that they've accepted it. Blah 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 blah. It's just 2-year loan deal. So yeah, I don't know. Listen, we've got less than a week now to get players in. But more importantly, we've got over a week. So we've got until the end of the month to get players out. And one of them players is Christian Bielik. Derby are about to smash their club record to sign him for about £9.5 million, which is their club record, like I said. And that just shows, listen, the guy's played 2 games for Arsenal first team, and he's going for £10 million nearly to Derby County, which is their club record. So they're happy to invest in him. He done well at Charlton last season. Everyone knows my thoughts on whether he'd be good enough in the first team for us this season, so I won't bother covering that. But we're starting, like I said, to act like a big club now. £10 million nearly for a player who's played 2 games in, 4 years or whatever it is he's been here? Maybe more. So yeah, I think it's all going in the right direction, but the next 6 days is crucial for us to get players in. And obviously after that, it doesn't matter because we've then got the extra month to get players out. But we need a centre-back. That is a must. I know that they were concentrating massively on the Pepe deal. Now that's done, I'd like to think that things will start speeding up with centre-backs, with Tierney. And yeah, hopefully in 6 days' time, we will be sat here all happy that we've got a decent centre-half, a decent left-back, a quality winger, and we're ready for Newcastle away. And I think that, like I said on my stream last night, if we sort our away form out this season, we're nailed on for 3rd place. Nailed on. If we sort that away form out, our away form's been crap for 3 years. If we sort that out this season, we finish 3rd. Closer, a lot closer than we were to last season, to 1st and 2nd. So, listen, I think it's going to be a frenetic 6 days in the transfer window. The good thing is all of the teams around us haven't really done a great deal. I know Man United have bought Wan-Bissaka, but did they really need a right back? They've got other issues at that club. Tottenham, they bought a decent midfielder, can't lie. Ndombele is very, very good. Would have been nice if we could have got him as well, but unfortunately we can't be greedy right now. Chelsea are obviously banned, but they bought in Pulisic and Kovacic. And yeah, other than that, the top 2 were the top 2 and they were away anyway. So not a massive amount has happened so far out of them top teams. And I think the next 6 days, we're going to see that change. I think that there's going to be a hell of a lot more signings. Just out of them 6, I think there'll be loads. So we shall see. I don't know how much money's been spent in the Premier League this summer, but I'd imagine it'll probably double by the end of the next 6 days because everyone, for some reason, leaves everything till last minute. And yeah, and then it's panic stations. Why not get it done early? I just genuinely do not understand why teams do this. If you're going to do that, just make the transfer window 2 weeks or a week. Just make it a week. You've got a week to go and get everything done. And watch how quick these people will start getting their business done. But listen, I'm excited. And Josh Kroenke asked us to be excited. I am excited right now and I can't wait. Absolutely buzzing. And if we get Tierney on top of it and a centre-back, Jesus Christ, what a transfer window. With Ceballos, Saliba as well. But listen, thank you to over 620 of you watching live right now. I do appreciate you all spending your Friday morning listening to my dulcet tones. Please do stick a like on the video. Thank you to over 25k that have subscribed so far as well. It's mad love on this channel right now. So I do appreciate that. And in the last 7 days, this channel, bear in mind how small in terms of subscriber base this is compared to other channels. This channel has had over 500,000 views in 7 days. So listen, thank you very much. Some channels don't ever get 500,000. You've given me that in 1 week. So listen, thank you very much. I do genuinely appreciate every one of you that comes and joins my streams every day, or even doesn't join them and just watches them later, whether you're working and stuff like that. So I do always appreciate that. Let's read some of your comments and questions out. I'll do 5-10 minutes of this and probably about 5 minutes. Like I said, I don't really like these transfer ones going over 15 minutes if I can help it. But without a centre-back, we will finish 5th. Good morning, Roy. Hope you're well, mate. See, this is the thing, mate. I think we badly need a centre-back. And the thing is, we're trying to get rid of Mustafi. Koscielny's probably going to go. Callum Chambers could go. Where's he going? Who knows? But Bielik's going. So we need a centre-back, maybe two. Mavropanos is obviously injured still. So, yeah, where that leaves, Holding and Socrates. So, yeah, we probably need a couple, if I'm being honest. Thoughts on the owners now? Well, my thoughts have stayed exactly the same, Toby. I've never blamed them for not spending the money. It's a self-sufficient business model, and we are self-sufficient. So I don't get what all the hoo-ha was about. This idea and notion that he takes money out is a load of rubbish. He's taken 6 million in 12 years. He's only just become the owner. He was the majority shareholder from 2011. When we moved to be self-sufficient, from Highbury to the Emirates, he wasn't even on the board. He didn't own a single share. So, and there was a statement that Arsene Wenger put out saying it's unfair to go and ask for an owner to put 50, 60, 100 million pound in every summer to buy players. We are moving to be self-sufficient. I've tweeted that out a couple of times, and that underneath on that article that I tweeted out said Stan Kroenke's trying to buy Arsenal. And that was before he owned 1 share at Arsenal Football Club. So back then, the reason we moved was to be self-sufficient. All these years later, we're self-sufficient. The problem is we've mismanaged our money, and that weren't his fault. So, yeah, my views are still the same. Oliver, good morning to you, mate. Because of the rules, apparently we're only allowed 1 more non-homegrown player. Well, that's true. That is probably true, mate. If you're saying that, it's probably true. But we can get rid of non-homegrown players. So just because we've only got space for 1 more, if we get rid of 1, we can get 2 more. So, yeah, man. Say hello, Nepal Lee. There you go, mate. Hello. Is Mustafi homegrown? Now, Mustafi's just weird. He's just off key, bruv. Morning, Gary. Hope you're well, mate. I'm never going to live that down, bruv. Seriously, I'm telling you, I'm never going to live that video down that you clipped. But fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. How close is the Tierney deal? Well, it's not done yet, so anything could happen. It could happen just like that, or it could flop just like that. So there we go. Is Tierney classed as homegrown? Well, I'd imagine he probably is, mate, seeing as he's Scottish. So yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine that's classed as homegrown, innit? I don't know, mate. Why are all the other fans so salty? Do you know what it is, Bobby? Yeah, it's not so much all of the other fans. Liverpool fans have been sweet with it. A lot of Liverpool fans have been messaging me saying, "Listen, great signing. Now you've got a genuine front three." It's the Man United fans. They're the ones. Even Tottenham have been all right about it. But Man United, they are salty, man. They are so salty, it's unreal. And that's because they know that they've got that donkey up front who wears Doc Martens every week, yeah, trying to play football, right? They've got Jesse Lingard. All right, mate. Yeah, you stick to saying beans, beans, beans. Yeah, they've got Ashley Young, who's done. Smalling, Jones, Mata, Matic, dead team. They got Pogba, who turns up twice a season. 2 months a season. When he turns up, he's brilliant, but he don't turn up for a whole season. They got Alexis, whose best performance is on a piano since he's been at United. Chile and Alicia Keys, and yeah, they're getting ripped off for Harry Maguire, whose head is bigger than their future. So listen. They're fuming because they know they're going nowhere with that guy in charge. They know they're going nowhere. They're trying to back it. But Man United are very clever in what they've done. They hired Ollie to get the fans on side because that Ed Woodward is clueless. He is the Gazidis of United. So yeah, it's all good. It's funny watching their meltdown. I can't lie. Don't mention that dog's name. Pogba had 16 goals and 11 assists. And that's the thing. Most of them came in a 2-month period, right? If he actually played properly for a whole season, the geezer would be one of the best players on the planet. He doesn't turn up. He turns up for 2 months. I feel Arsenal are going to buy a centre-back in Tierney as well, and one other player, maybe Everton. Am I asking for too much? Mate, I'm not even going to try and disrespect or butcher your name, bruv, but it's a bit early in the morning for me to try and pronounce that. I do apologise, man. Listen, great comment, mate. Great comment. And listen, it probably is too much to ask, but yeah, listen, if we get centre-back Tierney and Everton Suarez, woo! Why is nobody going in for Ziyech? Why has nobody bid for him? That geezer's certified baller. Nobody's bid for him all summer. So, go and get Ziyech, go and get Suarez, one of them two. Go and get a centre-back. A lot of people have said over the last couple of days in the comments about Jonathan Tah, go and get him. Another one's just popped up there. So, yeah, it's all going in the right direction for Arsenal right now. And this is how gassed we are as fans. The fact that we're sitting here talking about all these other players that we now want. People are putting Koulibaly in the mentions, Upamecano, Tierney. And that is what a signing of the calibre and the price tag of Nicola Pepe. That's what it does to fans. That gets a whole fan base back on side, because this fan base was split and has been all summer on the owners, on the manager, some are split. But now everyone's like straight back together, buzzing for the season. Let's finish the transfer window and go to Newcastle away. So, yeah, man, I can't lie. I've had this smile on my face for days since I got back from Spain on Saturday, and I knew it had been accepted. So yeah, there we go. Listen, I'm going to be back at 5 p.m. with another stream, unless we announce a player in the meantime. So whatever comes first, a player being announced or 5 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Do subscribe if you're new. Over 900 of you were watching live at one point. So please stick a thumbs up on the video before you go, and subscribe. And I shall see you at 5 p.m. Thanks to everybody in the comments as well. I do appreciate that. Laters, peeps.